Fight Network. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dojo debate, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We're back in action. I know it's been quite some time here, ladies and gentlemen, but of course, the whole Steve is what I've been seeing here with. I'd rather just play it because I'd rather not do it because he is a man's man for a reason. He'll tell you why, but I'll play. He's a man, a soulless man, and because he's also. He is victorious, glorious. He is the one and only, the OGK himself. That's what's going on. Justin, shout out to Nerds of Wrestling. That's what's going on.
What is going on?
Yes. The man of 1,000 words. OGK. Bagley, folks. Yes. Ooh, man.
Don't get me too hyped. I won't want to leave, you know.
I mean, we got to get you hyped because this is going to be, even though there was a lot of things happening in the world of New Japan and I know that it's happening as well, but, there's so much we cover here, folks. And I know that we haven't had the opportunity, but we're here today to go ahead and give our predictions. Yes, give our predictions. Matt Hardy, please tell us if it's going to be wonderful. Just tell me that it's going to be stupendous, please.
The 7 deities have come to me with a very powerful premonition. Wonderful.
That's right.
No, you're wonderful, Justin.
You're wonderful, Justin. What is going on? Game over. That's right, Justin. But yes, folks, we are here to preview 2 incredible back-to-back nights happening coming up. And that is, of course, Wrestle Kingdom 19, which will be hosted by OGK for the watch party, folks. And he will also be hosting the following day, Wrestle Dynasty 2025. This is it's going to be mania just running wild. This card is stacked, Bakley. I don't know if you're excited, but I know I'm excited.
And shout out on Friday to Stardom. We're going to have the return of Ty Mello teaming up with Mina against, of course, the Minion Overlord, the woman herself. This is her tour of tours, Athena, who's going to be teaming up with Tekla. So that's going to be a good tag match on Stardom on Friday. And, of course, today, later on, we're getting Shinsuke Nakamura and Noah going up against Suzuki, a guy that he has trained. He is a fighter that used to be in UFC. Now he's transitioned over to Noah Wrestling. And we're going to get them too. And they've been showcasing the WWE US title all around Japan the last week. And of course, a shout out to Omos, who's going to be wrestling in Japan today as well in a tag match for the tag titles.
Very excited for it. And shout out to Jordan. What is going on? Who's ready for 2025? I think we all are. Just in time, kind of a bum we don't get to see NXT. No, but you will be getting later on this evening. See, he's at 2 background shows. What a dope way to begin the new year. Yes, it is. Yeah. But it's the award shows today for NXT. But you'll be getting later on the countdown with just notorious New Year's Eve bash, folks. But we'll get into Wrestle Kingdom 19 before we get into the actual card, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of things happen in the world of New Japan that, man, a lot of things, with the whole World Tag League, with now knowing that the KOPW belt has been now dropped, and now, which OGK will break it down for us, that what will happen, coming up at Wrestle Kingdom, because correct me if I'm wrong here, OGK, this is going to be, so basically that he dropped the belt, and now this is going to be a battle royal. So the number one, whoever wins the battle royal will get a number one contender shot for the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Am I correct on that, or you want to break it down?
You are correct. It doesn't state when, so I'm not sure if they get to pick when, or if they're just going to do it, say, the next event, which is usually at the beginning of February. So that remains to be seen, but everything else is correct, which I kind of like that. It makes that Rambo more important now, because usually they put it on the pre-show. Maybe they throw it on the as like the first thing on the actual show itself. So I'm excited to see that, and I'm excited to see who's going to be in it.
That's where I'm really intrigued too. Do you feel they might do that battle royal at New Year's Dash? Are they gonna have the New Year's Dash after Dynasty?
Yes.
So you think they will have it? You think they'll have a battle royal at Kingdom, or should they have it at Dynasty, or have it at Dash?
I think it's going to be at Kingdom. And then now thinking about it, what's the chances do we get any AEW competitors in the Rambo?
That's true. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. And like I said, a lot of things happen as well in that world, folks. So much. And we're going to get into it now. We're going to get into the action here with the night, of course, night one, even though it's a 2-night event, but it's, of course, different cards here. So let's pull up the card one more time. That's what we're having coming up this weekend for Wrestle Kingdom 19th. As I'm excited because we do have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship in a fatal four-way. Oh, the Tokyo Terror ladder match, baby. That's going to be an interesting one there. So let's start off with that one, OGK. Break it down, the participants, and who do you got winning on that matchup, brother?
Of course, the way they always have it with the tag titles is you got the World Tag League, and then you got the Junior Tag League. Whoever wins that gets to face the champions. And just the way how it worked out this year was it's right before Wrestle Kingdom, so the winner gets to pick it. So the winners were the Ichiban Sweet Boys, which was Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fujita, which I love the fact that it was a team we didn't expect to win.
No.
They win it. And then they beat, of course, Catch 22, which is TJP and Francisco Akira, to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
The champions are Galactic Jet Setters, Kevin Knight and Kushida. Yeah. So as they're getting ready to do their celebration, they said that they want this team to be part of it. And Jet Setters come out and be like, we're champions, blah, 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 blah. Boom. But we'll do it. We're fighting champions. Out of nowhere, War Dogs come out and start beating the shit out of all three of those teams. And they're like, we beat you, we beat you, we beat you. We were the best teams this year. So we're being included. So then they were like, okay. They just decided this is going to be a fatal four-way. Then weeks ago, these teams have a melee. They're bringing chairs in. They're bringing tables. They're bringing the ladders. So then New Japan's like, we're just going to have our own TLC match. We're going to hang the belts above and whatnot, and we're going to have a TLC match. So I'm like, oh, shit, we haven't seen this in forever. And it's not one team. It's not two teams. It's not three teams. It's four teams. There's a built-in storyline here with all four teams. And it gives this match purpose, the stipulation. because all 4 of these teams have been going at it the whole year. What a way to end the year than to have that big of a stipulation for the titles. And it's something that New Japan really hasn't done. So
Right, exactly. I agree, because it's been a while that we haven't really done that, or they have done that, or honestly, I feel that they haven't really built that division tag team belt quite tremendously, and now that we're seeing it now, and the biggest question is for me, because I feel like he's going to resign. I don't see him going anywhere, because you know how Kevin Knight's contract coming up with New Japan. I don't see him.
They've been talking about where he might go. He wants to do something in the States major. And we already know that Kushida isn't re-signed with TNA. He wants to stick with New Japan right now, especially with the fact that he's training people at the LA Dojo. So, and the main reason they're a tag team is because of how much he's learned from Kushida. So I see him staying, maybe do some freelance work.
Yeah, I can see that too.
But to primarily stay with New Japan.
Well, shout out to Rusty. I know he's asking who's on the Battle Royal. They haven't said that Battle Royal, Rusty. They haven't said who's going to be in that Battle Royal.
See, they do a good job. They don't even tell you who's going to be in it every year. You just, whoever is there is there. And then they usually have some cool Japanese surprises.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see what they're going to be having. Excited for that. So your pick is going to be, who's it going to be?
My pick is going to be Ichiban Sweet Boys. I think they get the job done. I think that's the way you want to go. If you want to really promote a stable that has kind of done a great job this year, it has been that team, that group. You know, you got to go with them. You got to go with Eagles and Fujita. You reward them for a great showing in the Junior Tag League.
They did a great job in the fucking tag league, honestly. I feel like they fucking killed it. They really did. I wouldn't mind them winning those belts either. I think they probably should. And shout out to
I think War Dogs are in it for the story. I think Catch 22. Those 2 teams were in it last year against each other, and they did one of the underrated matches of Wrestle Kingdom 18. But like, I'm like, you got to have them win it. Give Koji Fujita a big moment.
Absolutely. And shout out to Notorious. That's right. Shout out to Notorious. He said, I love you, OPC. Soulless one. We love you too, Notorious. Hell yeah. All right. That's one matchup. The next matchup we got on the card is, I'm the one excited for this because I saw his return. And that is the one right here, baby. The fatal 4-way for that television championship that I am excited to see, which we got Ren Narita, Jeff Cobb defending that belt, of course. And you got help me how to say his name. I always fucking forget his name.
Ryohei Oiwa.
There you go. Ryohei Oiwa. I always forget his name. And he's back, folks. He's back. ELP, baby. He's back. I'm excited. And
Headbanger.
Oh my god. Headbanger. I love that fucking theme song. That man is back. Oh, you know, seeing the crowd when they made his return, we're like, oh my god, yes. I'm excited for fucking ELP getting a title shot here, and just seeing. Oh man, honestly, I'll go right ahead to this one. This is a tough one because Ren Narita too has that up in his corner too. We've been seeing that ever since the whole, what happened the last time like everything overall. I don't know.
How are they going to fit all of this in 15 minutes?
I'm with you on that. I don't know how the fuck they're going to do that in 15 minutes. That's the one that I'm like, geez. I don't know. How's it going to happen?
And then how do you pick a winner after 15 minutes?
Exactly.
That happens, you know.
That's exactly what I'm going to go with, Redeemer. I really want ELP to have his moment. You know, of course, because of his injury that occurred, and he had to take some time off, and he came back.
Yeah.
I really feel like ELP has paid his dues for New Japan. He's stuck with them for a very long time, and has not made a decision of going any other promotion. he decided to stay here. And that's his home, you know. And I love it that he stuck around. Out of everybody out of the Bullet Club that he was in, maybe they're all gone, almost, pretty much. So, I mean,
and even GOD when he was part of GOD.
That's right. That's right. So, I mean, I really want El Phantasmo to become the New Japan television champion. Dalton, what's up, man? Appreciate you for tuning in, brother. Yes, they will be having a New Year's Eve bash later today, Jordan. Yes, they will be. But man,
it's Wrestle Kingdom's on Friday and Saturday. Well, for us, Wrestle Kingdom is Saturday. Dynasty is technically Saturday and the Sunday, and then New Year's Dash is on Monday.
There you go. Shout out to Double J. Hey, he great, the real Jordan, world elite. And shout out
that way people that way people don't get confused.
That's right. That's right. The real Double J right there, Jordan. But man, happy birthday to World Elite Dylan. Man, I know he'll be jumping on soon, but happy birthday to him. But man, you think in 15 minutes of matchup they're gonna give this card? They gotta do a lot of shit in 15 minutes. I don't know. I think it's going to be great storytelling between these four, but I still feel that EOP might get the upset. I love Jeff Cobb too. I just don't.
Jeff Cobb's in there just because he should be on Wrestle Kingdom. That's why he's in there. He's the former champion. He technically never lost it.
Right.
Well, I should say he did, but then in his rematch it was a tie or whatnot. And then Roye Oiwa comes in. They had to get him on the card with how hot of a start that he's had.
Yeah, he had a hot start.
And then we didn't expect ELP to come back.
No.
I've been wondering what he was going to do when he came back anyway, because they had him with Tanahashi, and then it kind of makes sense now because you had Renderita part of that before they had to switch the card. So I see ELP winning it too. I see him get his moment, even though he had a moment with last year when they won the double tag titles.
That was awesome.
Him and Hikuleo, but I think this is his singles moment because no one remembers his junior tag title runs because it was kind of pre-pandemic.
That's true.
And then when he came back, you had that weird 2-day Wrestle Kingdom events where he already had the titles, but then challenging for them. I think he gets it done. And yes, just like he said, GOD was Tamatanga Tangaloa. You had Jado, who was the manager. He's trained all of them. A lot of people don't realize that he was
that's true.
Great instrumental in training GOD, and then Hikuleo, of course. And he joined them a year and a half ago. And he's still with Jado.
Yeah, he still is. So, I hope EOP gets his moment. He deserves it. He's been with New Japan for quite some time. And I'm with you, brother. I feel like I'll put a tear in my eye if this man actually wins the television championship. I'll be so happy for EOP. He deserves it. And I hope that Tanahashi, you're bullshitting. You better give him the belt. You better talk to Gato and Bushido board. No, let's give this man a belt, damn it.
I want to see Maple Leaf Pro, and I want to see El Phantasmo as the TV champion defend that title on Maple Leaf Pro.
I would love to see that. Yes, Maple Leaf. Oh, yes. Hell yes. That's some good shit. Fucking yes, good shit. Oh, damn it. Where is it? Oh, damn it. We have too many clips, folks. That's what happens. I know, we have too many clips. You can't even look for the hell yes because it's like shit. We have so many.
Hell yes.
Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Don't make OPC call you. You're bullshit, Tanahashi. I already did it before. You vaguely already knows that I've done that. OGK knows what's up.
And then Jordan was like, I knew nothing about New Japan. The only thing I learned about New Japan was Finn Balor and the Bullet Club. It's definitely something, if you have the time, to check out everything. They have an app, NJPW World, pretty cheap. I think I paid like $8 or $9 a month for it.
It's
so much
$9.99, folks.
Yeah,
monthly.
So much content on there, and a lot of the wrestlers you see now in like TNA, AEW, and all stuff they come from New Japan, like Okada, Will Ospreay. They both been Kenny Omega. They've all come from there. Zack Sabre Jr. He's been on AEW, like here and there. He's the big stay right now in New Japan.
Absolutely. All right, so we got the next card. Let's see. We got the Lumberjack Death Match. Tanahashi, his last in-ring career here, versus none other than Evo, which is like, I mean, we know what's been going on between these two, and how the torture been torturing, no pun intended, Tanahashi, now that Tanahashi's in charge of New Japan. But for Tanahashi to choose Evo to become his last opponent in his in-ring career, which is it's a two-part question here, OGK. I mean, do you really feel like he's bullshitting here that he's gonna retire here, or do you feel like he's gonna have one more in him, or what's gonna be the deal of this matchup? What are your expectations of this Lumberjack death match?
They're trying to make you question whether he's gonna win or not, and he's gonna win. I think it's gonna be stereotypical Tanahashi, fight through adversity. He is the John Cena of New Japan.
Yes,
that's what he is. So that's why I'm like, okay. There's no question him and John Cena are going to retire on the same day. I'm telling you this. They're going to retire at the same time because they're the same person, different continent. He's going to fight through adversity. They're going to make it look like the House of Torture are going to get enough of it, get the best of him, and then you're going to have Lumberjacks come out for the save on his side, and he's going to come back and beat Evil. Evil was good at showcasing the other talent.
Yes.
As much as we hate Evil and the House of Torture, they do a great job of what they're supposed to do. The heel group, and just Jordan, you said I had the app, but I only got the Japanese version of certain shows. Sometimes they put the Japanese show out, Japanese commentary out first. And then it takes 2 days for Walker Stewart to do the English commentary. But something like Wrestle Kingdom, it's going to be simulcast with English and Japanese.
Absolutely.
You just got to make sure when you watch it, when you put it on, you got to switch the language to English.
Mm-hmm.
And with the new app, they made it easy. They don't just do an English version and a Japanese. They have one version, and you can switch the language on the settings to English. Mm-hmm. That way, you can listen to the English commentary. And then he said, "I can see Evil going over here through loads of interference." That's what they're going to want you to think. And then Tanahashi wins.
Yeah, I still feel like Tanahashi might win this one for sure.
Why go through all that thing to have an announcement that you're going to retire the end of next year just to retire this year,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I felt maybe this is only I'm not retiring anymore. And if he does retire as Cena's going out, that's how you know that they're both that's how you could tell that they love each other.
I won't lie, it would be funny if he loses and then Evil was like, I'm the president, and we go through a whole year of Evil being president. That would be funny.
I see that shit. I can see that shit happening from Evil already.
Yeah.
And, fucking Evil. I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out to be. That's for sure, brother. And of course, we do have the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship on the line. David Finlay defending it versus Yota Tsuji. Now we saw already the feud between the story between heading into Wrestle Kingdom for this OGK. This matchup, I want to say it's a sleeper, but it could be. But I'm excited to see the anticipation of these two beating the fuck out of each other, happening at Wrestle Kingdom. biggest question is, do we see Yota Tsuji walking out as the global heavyweight champion? Will David Finlay lose his belt, or will he retain? That is the biggest question, OGK.
This story is built off the fact that Yota Tsuji this year has beaten David Finlay twice.
Yep.
Not once, but twice. I believe one was in the New Japan Cup, and then the other was in the G1.
Yep.
So he has the 2-0 advantage here, which puts David Finlay at the underdog role, and he's going to come out. He's the leader of the Bullet Club. He has to win because then it kind of kills his legacy if he loses 3 times in 1 year to Yota Tsuji and drops the belt on top of that. Yota Tsuji is the future, one of the future pieces of New Japan. I love this guy. They just came out the report that if they hadn't done Ospreay against Swerve, that the first idea was to do Swerve against Yota Tsuji in the main event. I would have just deadied out. Like, you probably would have never seen me. You probably would have never seen me again. You know, that's how big of a matchup that would have been for me, because seeing him, and he's just impressed me so much with the charisma, with how he acts, the confidence, the moveset. Seeing that first match of the G1 between Yota Tsuji and Konosuke Takeshita.
That was a banger matchup, by the way. That was a banger matchup.
And then he even had the second one, which lived up to the first one.
Yes.
In the playoffs, which was great. Yes. For all that, Dave Finney's going to retain.
Damn. You have made a good point there, though. But before I even get into it, shout out to Izzy Devin, the Heel Turn Podcast. Yeah, man, make sure you subscribe to him, follow them. He's like, good afternoon, fellas. Getting out of my AEW, WWE bubble. Time to learn some new Japan. That's right. With the man of a thousand words, OGK right here.
And like I said before, you've seen a lot of these people in AEW at one point this year. So
yeah, absolutely. And the Redeemer saying going with Yota Tsuji for sure. Finlay had his title for some time now. Tsuji on a rise. I don't see them passing it on to him. I
would love for him to win.
Me too. Like in my heart, I would like Yota Tsuji to win this belt, but you brought up a good point, because especially that with the New Japan Cup win and the G1 win, it's like we might just see that happening. That Finlay would. I see this match ending Finlay barely winning by a threat hold, in my opinion. I feel that might happen that way.
It would make the Wrestle Dynasty match even more better between Tsuji and Jack Perry.
That's right. That is absolutely right.
Yeah. For all those people that are going to watch Dynasty because the AEW part, Yota Tsuji is going to be facing scapegoat Jack Perry the next day.
Yes.
So that would make that match even though Finley's going to be facing Brody King also. So it's like
that's going to be a banger.
So it's going to be like the same thing. It's going to be like whoever wins this match, their matchup on Wrestle Dynasty is going to be for the title.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I'm excited to see that. Then we got another matchup that I am excited for because he's back, baby. That's right.
Yeah.
Desperado is back as he is challenging Doku for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
The lover of Holly Cameron, as I found out this week.
I exactly. Me too. Bernie found out. I see this match will be Mania. I'm sorry. We're in for that one because I missed Desperado. I'm glad he's back. Came back from the injury to see these two men going at it. And I mean. Desperado didn't technically lose the belt,
He did.
I mean, I know he did, but I still feel like because he was injured. But other than that, I mean, he lost it. But I'm just saying, this is gonna be a good. I hope that we get to see the best of Doku in this matchup. We've seen the best of Desperado, what he's done, but we never really seen much of what has Doku done. Yes, with Uncle Nobu, great, but this is different. This is Desperado. This man, we could go. You and I could go really credentials of this man. But I feel this is going to be a test for Doku to show what he got, especially in this, in Tokyo, especially in Wrestle Kingdom 19. So it's really a tough one for me, honestly. Who do I want to go with? I like both of these gentlemen. Doku, I love his title run. It's been great. The stories he's been having, I'm glad he's getting the momentum. But seeing Desperado back, woo. But then again, it's like, could this be the loss for Desperado that he needs to move up into the division for the IWGP?
Exactly. It's kind of like what we think about Hiromu and who he's going to be facing, and the same thing with that. It's like he's done everything he can. He's won the best of Super Juniors twice. He's won the belt 2-3 times. He's fought for the title. This will be, I think, his 4th time at Wrestle Kingdom fighting for the title.
Yep.
He is synonymous with the junior. Like I feel like the junior heavyweight division has been on a high since Will Ospreay. Like you think of names: Will Ospreay, Hiromu, Takahashi. You got El Desperado. Of course, you got the Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori. Those are big names when it comes to this division. And I think that this guy has done as much as anybody has outside of Hiromu. But just like Justin said, Go and Doki retain. Despy is ready to move on from the juniors. I feel like the change of guard for Doki, ironically, was when they had him go on Rampage and he faced Jack Perry, I believe it was, the day before Forbidden Door. I believe it was.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
They had that awesome 20-minute match.
It was great.
He showed out right there. And then ever since then, he's been getting better matches. Like in a year span, this guy has beaten all those names that I've just said. All those big names, he has beat every single one of them. Of course, not Ospreay because Ospreay's in AEW now, but he's beat Desperado. He's beat Ishimori. He's beat Hiromu twice. And he's going into this. Uncle Nobu, he beat once. He's beaten everybody. He's beat Master Wato. Who was the last one. Yeah. And now it's kind of like just putting his name on the thing by getting that Wrestle Kingdom against the guy that you've said, if it wasn't for him getting hurt, who knows? He wants to make sure that it's valid. That boom. If you're not going to give me this one, I'm going to win this one, and then you have no excuse. Like they even give him new music, and ever since Sonata has turned his back on them, just 5 guys. Damn. Which I know why which I can tell why they did it now. Like thinking before, I'm like, why did they have him move? But now I can tell with the imminent return of Yuya Oyamura. They're going to make him a bigger face of the group than he was before. Makes sense. But I think Doki is the guy now. Doki is the guy now. I'm with you. He's going to retain it, and then you're going to let him go on more with the new talent in the junior division.
I feel like that could be the match of the night. I think that's just going to be a sleeper because I think Desperado's going to really take out the best out of Doku in that matchup. Yeah, and this is something we've been wanting to see from Doku. I mean, we've seen it like you mentioned with him and Jack Perry, prior to the Forbidden Door, and the other matches he had with Wato and Uncle Nobu. He's done great. I'm not saying he hasn't, but I feel we haven't seen the aggressiveness, and I feel like this is the match that he deserves to have that aggressive match against Desperado. And this is this I feel like is the best match between these two guys. If they could go really to the extreme on this one, man, I think how you said Doku could. If Desperado puts over Doku in this matchup, oh man, kudos to him. Because then from there we can see Desperado moving to the heavyweight division and now going after the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
And the fans love them both. It's like you've seen how much the fans have gravitated to Doki this past year. It's like they went from not much of a reaction to like just cheering him now because he's gained their respect.
Yeah,
that's a big thing over in Japan is gaining the respect of the crowd.
Yep.
Because you want some sort of reaction. You don't want nothing, and he's getting that reaction. And then the fans have always loved Desperado because he's always given his 100%. Whether it's a regular match, a death match, like everybody remembers that match with John Moxley on the 4th of July, where they just went nuts with each other. And he took all the damage, all the things to his face, and then he just kept on fighting. The match with Hiromu, where his mask was falling off in the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors, and he kept on going, threw his mask off, and he just went. And like he's one of my favorite guys for that. And I'm like for me, like a cool future matchup in the future probably won't happen, but like want to see Desperado and Rey Mysterio.
Man, I wish that match would have happened when Mysterio should have. I wish it did, but it didn't.
Exactly. But like, you got to go with Doki here. Like, it's time to usher in the new blood with him.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and I am so with you on that. I'm excited to see how that matchup is going to be between them two. Let's see what do we got next, and we do have, ladies and gentlemen, the title for title, Shingo Takagi versus Konosuke Takashita, pretty much. It's not a good. Well, you know how Jim Cornette was going to Takashita. No, this is. I think that this is a match could be a sleeper as well. I think this maybe the match.
This
of
is
the
my
night.
match of the. This is my match of the night. It's no question. This is the mystical unicorn right here. Match of the night, you know, right here. You got the never open weight champion, and then you got the AEW International champion right there, and in the front left of the screen right there, we got Konosuke Takeshita. You know, these guys just going at each other. I believe they faced each other in the G1.
They did face each other in the G1. Yeah. And it was a fucking my god.
Oh, and Shingo wanted it again. He said, "He's like, I need this match." So of course, New Japan doing a great job of making the U.S. New Japan Strong shows feel important. Shingo defended his title, and then he came out and called out Takeshita, saying he wanted a match with him. And it was like, if we're both champions, you know what? Let's both put our titles on the line. And it's worked out that way. They're both still champions. And now it's going to be title for title. And then to make it even more juicier was the fact that at the end, Tomohiro Ishii, Big Tom, came out, pointed at them both and said, I get next. So that's where you got the whole Wrestle Dynasty connection, where whoever wins this faces Ishii at Dynasty for the never openweight belt, or both. I don't even know. They didn't really state which belt Ishii was going to go with. So like it could be for both there, but it's like this is going to be great. I love Takeshita. He's my breakout guy of 2024 for AEW. But then I love Shingo Takagi. This guy never backs down from a fight. He's a beast, but he can lose this and he'll be fine. That's the big thing. He can lose this and it won't kill his momentum whatsoever because he'll just go up and challenge for the global or challenge for the world title for all we know. Mm-hmm. I think it is almost paramount that you have Takeshita win this.
Yeah.
There's one little small thing that I saw that they did that I think maybe leans towards Takeshita winning.
Okay.
They put out the poster for Battle in the Valley, which is literally a week after Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
And he's front and center on the poster.
Really?
Like he's like kind of to the left, but he's on that poster, and you see him first thing, like boom, there's Takeshita, and I'm like, he's winning. I'm like, there's no, and he's he's talked about wanting to do more with New Japan. I remember when he fought Goto. Goto said that if it came to New Japan, he would love him to be part of the new face of Chaos.
Oh yeah, I remember that when we covered at G1. He did say that.
You're right. Yep. He
that.
said that, and then on top of that, it's just that like I love the fact that he has the New Japan theme, that the fans got behind him in the G1. Oh. There's fresh rivalries for him to have. I'm still waiting for the Takeshita Gabe Kidd or Takeshita Dave Finlay. Like we saw in the G1, Gabe Kidd talking shit to him. So I'm waiting for those matchups to happen in 2025, especially the Gabe Kidd ones. But it's like he's going to be a double champion.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You nailed it, a coffin. That's for sure. Takeshita's going to win this one. It is going to be. I feel like it could be the match of the night, and you killed it. And you're absolutely right. To add on what you're saying, like Takeshita has the MVP of that G1.
Yeah,
and he solidified what could the future of New Japan, besides him not being under contract, but what he did for the other talent, like you mentioned, Gabe Kidd, what he done for Finley. Those could be the future stars for the next 5-10 years, and he helped.
Well, everybody talks about his matchup with ELP in the G1 being
one too.
The best match of the G1. That match, the match with Yota Tsuji, match he had to go to. Like every match that he had was a banger.
Yeah. There were no disappointing matches that he had in the G1.
Yeah.
And this one against Shingo is going to be a fucking banger. I feel they're going to fucking kill each other. And it's going to be a brawl, man. It's going to be
banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
I think it's going to be a banger.
I already had my Shingo moment of the year, having him face Bryan Danielson at Forbidden Door, the Battle of the Dragons. So
that was awesome. I mean, yeah, I helped with you on that. This is going to be that could be the match of the night. If it ain't Desperado and Doku, it could be these guys.
Yeah.
It could be the match of the night. I'm excited to see how that match is going to turn out to be. Those two. Man. I feel like the last 5 minutes are going to be nothing but counters after counter after counter.
Yeah.
And they're going to be fucking just, I can see that shit happening. All right. What do we got next here? We got, why can't we be friends? But they're friends, but they won the World Tag League tournament, but they decided to challenge each other here. And that is Tetsuya Naito challenging his best friend, Hiromu, in a one-on-one matchup. And I said this, and you're my witness here, OGK. I've been saying it.
Yep.
Down the line, it was going to happen that Naito was going to face Hiromu.
Exactly.
And going to pass him the fucking torch.
And we've been seeing the subtle kind of hints throughout the year that they've been saying. Like they had the 3-on-3 in the summer. I was like, okay, why are they all of a sudden having that? Which they named it as the Shingo anniversary match, but we all knew when it went to a draw that what was going to happen, and then they just throw them tagging together. Tanahashi and him have had these little funny moments throughout the year, and so but like the big thing with me is it makes me wonder what would have happened if Hanare never got hurt. Because if you're looking at the standings, Hanare and Great Khan were in the lead, and then they had to forfeit their last match, and then that's what caused like the random 3-way tie to where on the one side of the block where they had to do like a playoff, was a triple threat playoff to just decide who would go to face the other team, which I think it was Sonata and Gabe Kidd. They were on the other side of the other block. So it makes me wonder if originally they were going to lose and then they were just going to do the thing, and then they wound up having them win, which fine with me anyway, because all it did was it stripped the title, and so eventually they're going to get a title shot. So I'm like, down the line, I hope it's against the Young Bucks, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But I think this is perfect. Just like we talked about El Desperado. We know Naito, his knees aren't going to hold up forever. He's at the last year of his career, I feel like. He's slowing down. You got Hiromu, who has been a guy that, when you've looked at the history of LIJ, Evil leaving, Sonata leaving, all guys that were like his right-hand guy. But Hiromu has stuck through him through everything. I feel like this is more so honoring him for being loyal and staying with LIJ through everything. And I think, just like you said, I think this is that subtle push from junior heavyweight to heavyweight. We saw it, he did the match for what was it? Was it the never open weight? Yeah.
Yes.
No, it was the
Was it
against Evil? It might have been KOP. He had the title match that he had.
No, it was a KOPW.
Yeah.
It was a KOPW. Yes, it was.
Yeah. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah. There wasn't no.
And with Naito comes at the end, maybe this is like the passing of the torch.
That's what I'm saying. I feel that's what's going to happen. I feel.
Yeah.
Look, Naito's going to be your Jado here for Hiromu.
Yes.
And since you mentioned his knees are not, they're done. I mean, this guy, what more does he have to prove? For me, I feel like he's proven enough. He's done it all. And don't get me wrong, the character is, of course, we love Naito here, folks. I mean, you got to be a tranquilo person, okay? And I know I'm jumping the gun, but see.
Tranquilo.
But I love Naito. LIJ, OGK and I, we always loved LIJ for sure. And for Hiromu to be the one leading that new faction with a new era, new faces, because I mean, right now, who do you have left there? You have Hiromu, Shingo, Titan. I'm not including Naito. I'm excluding him out.
Yeah,
just added a new member, right?
Suji.
Yeah, you're the Suji for, and then
Suji. Who's the guy that usually tags with Yoda Suji, the masked man?
There's a Titan. Shingo, Titan. Yeah.
No, what's his name?
There's another one. Yeah, I know. Bushi.
Well, Bushi, but I mean the one that's in CMLL.
Yeah. Titan.
No. He's the one that tagged last year. He tagged in the World Tag League with Yoda Suji.
I forgot his name. They just added him too as a member, right? Because I know
they just added him on. I'm trying to think of his name.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Gama. Did you guys saw the WWE Holiday Tour? No, we didn't, but we had people that were there send us videos, and they saw the whole shebang. Baby.
Where is it?
We're gonna get into it in a few moments, Chris Gama. We're just finishing up on Wrestle Kingdom, and we're gonna get into Wrestle Dynasty match card in a few minutes. I forgot his name. I don't know who's the other member of. I know the CML, but I don't know. I forgot who the heck was it. That's what I don't remember who it was. But
I'm looking it up.
But I could, like I said, I still feel that Hiromu is the next leader for the LIJ. He's gonna lead the new faction. Shingo. Do I see Shingo staying? I think he should. I don't think he should leave LIJ.
Zedekin Jr.
There you go. Okay, Zedekin Jr. Okay, that's how many members they added right there. That's pretty much 5, right? Or 6, 5, right? So Hiromu being the one leading the new LIJ generation, I think is the right fit. It's not that I have nothing against Shingo. I love Shingo, but you mentioned it earlier. Who stuck around longer, besides Shingo, but Hiromu, because he was kind of the first. Because who was the first one? The first one was Evil, right? Or it was Evil. And then after that, it was Hiromu. And I think, and then after that,
and
Sonata. And then Bushi was right after, right?
Yes.
And then
Shingo.
Then Shingo. There you go. So I feel that Hiromu should be the one leading the new LIJ once the Naito retires. And I think this should be his last matchup here. For him to say, you know what, I'm done. He retires and he puts it down and tells everybody, all right, nosotros somos los ingobernables de Japón. And for him to just go away like that. Might as well.
Yeah.
I'd rather have, Tetsuya Naito retire here against Hiromu. And what way to go out with Hiromu. And
you always say you want to leave putting somebody over.
Yeah. Definitely. So I'm excited for that matchup. It's going to be an emotional matchup between those two. I think it's going to be emotional between Hiromu and Tetsuya Naito. I that's what I feel that it may turn out to be. I mean, I don't know if you feel the same, OGK. I don't know if you...
Yeah, I do too. And then, of course, Hiromu, just like Naito, two biggest guys were connecting with the fans.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. On the same thing. So it's like you can have a smooth transition between the two of them. Like, boom. Go there. Like, even if he wants to still wrestle, but he can kind of like do what all like the other senior, like I like to call them the senior New Japan wrestlers do. How they transition.
Not even veterans, fucking juniors, pretty much what they call them.
Like the seniors, like where they go to like the first match and they wrestle with the young lions.
Yeah.
And they teach them the way, have that as like a transition of the guard for Naito, so he can make the move down from being up at the top of the card to just being on the card now and helping prepare the future talent.
And not only that, but I feel like they can really tell a good story here. Let's say Hiromu wins. He beats Naito. Yeah. Naito retires. Passes the torch, becoming the new leader of the faction LIJ. He move up from the junior division to heavyweight division. Let's say he, down the line in the future, I'm not saying right away, but down the line in the future, he wins the belt. Who's the first one of challenging him and may turn his back on him? His first backstabbing as the new leader of the faction of LIJ. What better man than Shingo Takagi? I fucking say Shingo Takagi can do that towards the end. I see that happening. Happening.
How dare you?
It can't be Bushi. Bushi's gonna stay in the junior in the division. He ain't moving up. It's gonna be a Shingo. Shingo be the one.
That's fucking bullshit.
I know I'm bullshit, man, but I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, you don't think Shingo's not gonna be pissed saying, "What the fuck,
son of a bitch"?
I know, but it's like I just don't see it.
Talk about heel turn from Poppy. Jeez,
I love Shingo, but it could be but it'll be a great storytelling between them.
It would.
It would be a great storytelling.
See, I want to see Hiromu in the G1. I know.
What about he makes this really after being the leader, being the new leader of LIJ, and he puts himself in the G1 in the heavyweight division. Yeet. Shout out to World Elite Marcus.
Yep.
Elite. But we'll see.
I'm down for whatever, as long as he goes to the G1, because we haven't seen him compete in that. Where I didn't expect him to do the Super Junior this year, and he did it.
Shout out to my boy Robert, of course. What a mess on IG. He's asking, what if they decide to disband them? LIJ.
Oh my God!
I don't know. That's
you're getting me in my feels with that one.
You see, Rob, you got us really feeling like fuck, man. I don't know. I don't see that.
But they've always been like that tight knit group where you never would think that would happen. You expect Bullet Club, you can't trust anybody in Bullet Club, so you expect somebody to do something to somebody else. Chaos, they were always so too good of a group to for nothing bad to happen. They've had like it happened all the time. Guys turn on guys. Like you've had groups break up, and then what group has been the one group that has kind of like dealt with everything? Like you did have Sonata leave, but did he really turn his back? He just said,
"No, he did it." He did it differently.
He was like right in her face, like, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm telling it to your face. It's not me backstabbing. I'm going on my own now."
Yeah, he did it the right way. Sonata did it the right way. Of course, even we already know he fucked up, but but the disband though, what Rob asked, I'm like, oh, I hope not. Yeah. I just hope it doesn't happen. I don't know. And
you got enough pieces, especially you just added a year ago Yoda Tsuji.
That's what I'm saying. That I feel that Hiromu is going to lead that new faction, that new era.
Yeah.
The only one who is going to be different of it is Shingo. I think he's the one who's.
And if you could get Teton there full time,
that'll be better to get Teton for more full time. I agree. I'm with you on that.
And then they can always add somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I'm saying that Shingo could be. I feel like they have to
listen up to this.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about this. Like you had Naito kind of move on, like as like a mouthpiece. What is kind of like you do have this, but what is something that maybe LIJ is kind of missing right now?
What are they? Yeah, man. Fuck. Let me see.
They have one, but then they don't have one.
Yeah.
This one small thing that they're missing.
Break it down to me. What is it that they're missing?
A tag team.
That's true. It's a tag team.
And what certain tag team is in Rev Pro right now making waves? They went on excursion at New Year's Dash. They had a great match at New Year's Dash before they went off, and they gave them a great send off. And they've been killing it in Rev Pro.
Are you really want to add those tag teams? Before you answer that question, Robert?
No, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I believe so, but let me go very quick on the IG. What a message saying, my boy Robert. He's like, they can all build up individually. Then they meet up in a G1 and other scenarios, or in other scenarios. And then he says, because I can't see LIJ without Naito. The thing is that we were saying, Rob, is that Naito's going to be your new Jado for LIJ, being the voice.
Yeah, and then he said they're the faction with the least amount of members. Actually, it's Chaos has the least amount of members right now.
Yeah, they're the ones that have least members. They don't have much either. I don't know how
We're not going to count Orange Cassidy and Rocky Romero and them. Even though they're technically still part of. Okay, the tag team is Young Bloods.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
With Nakajima and Oscar Lube or whatever his name is.
Yes, Oscar Lube, yes.
They're killing it right now in Rev Pro. Making a name for themselves. And their colors over there are red and black. LIJ colors. Have them come over and then work with LIJ as like a tag team. Because you do have Teton and whatnot, but
like you said, though, they need a full-time tag team. They don't if Teton, let's say Teton will be more full-time, then I wouldn't mind him having was either Bushi or with
maybe Bushi or a junior though.
That's fine.
They need like a heavyweight type tag team.
I get what you mean. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
They made it a big deal to put over Young Bloods at New Year's Dash before they went on excursion.
And then Robert saying on a comment here on Instagram saying, I think the factions in New Japan need a complete overhaul. Yes, they do.
I think that's why you had the two factions that have been getting pushed this year have been United Empire and then, of course, what you call it?
War Dogs, right? You don't feel like War Dogs?
Not War Dogs. Not War Dogs.
House of Torture?
No. I don't know. Money Don't Kneel, TMDK.
That's right, TMDK. But see, that's another one too that they need to add more members that are full time.
Like they just did.
Well, okay, I know. So I forgot him. What's the name of the guy they added? I know I saw him recently too, and I forgot his name though.
Well, they just added Roye Oiwa. And
but they added one more person too.
Oh yeah. I always forget his name.
Yeah, they added another guy. I forgot his name. Because I know he came out on Rep Pro. Shit, I don't know his name. But yeah, they added Yuya and what else did they add? You said it?
Are you talking about Chris Brooks?
That's his name, right? Is it Chris Brooks that they added?
The tall guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you
He's
go.
Like 6'4", yeah.
Yes.
And then you also have the other guy that was tagging with the Zack Sabre Jr. on the road to Tokyo Dome.
Oh yeah. What's his name?
The ball guy. He used to be in WWE as a coach. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's not bad. But all like he's like, you need a junior heavyweight tag team and 2 heavyweight singles in a faction. Like Robert's saying, yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I agree. I'm excited.
And right now, TMDK has both. They got Ichiban Sweet Boys, and then they got Nichols and Haste, and then they got Roye Oiwa, who's doing the TV. You got Zack Sabre Jr., who's the heavyweight champion, and then you even have a Muscle Man right now.
Yes.
So technically, TMDK is they're covering all aspects.
They are
right now,
and they're doing. I just wish they could add more full-time Bad Dude Tito and bring Wolf Zaddy. Bring Che Cabrera. That's another man that he's of course from SoCal. I respect what he's done.
And we forgot. How could I forget your boy is part of them too?
So Bad Dude Tito.
Yeah, Bad Dude Tito.
That's right. That's what I mentioned. But remember, he has his tag team here in SoCal. Rob knows the Wolf Zaddies. It's him and Che Cabrera. If they add Che Cabrera to TMDK, that's a heavyweight tag team that they could go. Oh my God, banger! Shit.
And then Tito is on almost every strong event. He's always there. And then here and there they're bringing him over to Japan. But I like the fact that they have that New Japan Strong portion that's just been there in Tito because he's had some great matches.
Mm-hmm. I agree. All right, let's see what do we else got on the card. We got two.
We got the women.
That's right. Before we get into we got two main events. The co-main event, folks. We got the IWGP Women's Championship on the line. Mayo Watani defending the IWGP Women's Championship versus AZM. This is another banger matchup.
Yeah, the
storytelling they've been having us in Stardom. It is going to be an amazing matchup, and Mayo Watani is my favorite, and AZM too. That woman, I think they're going to have a banger matchup, man. It's hard for me to choose, honestly. I love both of these two women. They know. Oh my God, I don't know.
I think it'd be great if they title change and then they give it to AZM.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Before we go, let's see. He's saying the roster's so deep, possibilities are ending. Besides great matches, you need stories. It's almost too much. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you said the magic word. It's just for you because he is. Well, technically, that's his cousin. So they're related. So there you go.
I love it.
Thanks for tuning in on the IG portion.
That's right. But this is a matchup that is gonna be a tough one. I don't know who to go for, man. I don't know.
Feel like Azumi AZM gets the title here. I think she does too. Even though I know that the next week, Tani's going to be in the Sumi Sakai a retirement match, the 3-on-3 on Hiromu's side. I like this idea, and then now I'm thinking of it. I got like a point, but I'm going to do it after we talk about Wrestle Kingdom. I'm going to make sure to bring it up. But I like the fact that we can have like a title change here.
I'm with you too. I feel like in Redeemer as well, if I put it, I feel this could be What? You have to tune in to Wrestle Kingdom, Stephen Chambers, to see what the hell is a lumberjack deathmatch. You got to see that. I don't. I see AZM. I think it's her time.
Yeah,
I think it is her time.
Because Mayu Iwatani has held it for over a year.
Yeah. She held it for quite some time. Excuse me, my apologies.
Yeah.
I feel like she held it for quite some time. I think it's AZM time. She has the potential to run with that belt.
Mm-hmm.
I think she could do it. I think it's the matches she's been having in Stardom too. It's just, man.
Yeah.
I think it's AZM time. I see it. I think it's her time.
And they want to make it a point now to highlight this title now. So they want to bring in women to challenge for it. And I feel like Mayu Iwatani is going to want to focus on Stardom.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you, Rob. I appreciate it much love, brother. Happy New Year's to you too. The analysis is so good on this show. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you. Like, oh, is it the real? You want me to hit any mania for you? Because I will. I mean, well, we got a producer here. He could do it too. But yes, any mania. It's two incredible women here that can I say something though? Like, I hope they give the women 15 minutes, a little bit longer for this co-main event. I hope they do. And I hope they make it as a co-main event. They deserve to have that. It's the IWGP Women's Championship.
Yeah.
They got to make it the co-main event for this one. So I don't know if you feel the same, OGK. I feel like...
Give me what I want! Give me what I want!
So, I mean, that's going to be the pick. Yes, give me what I fucking want. I mean, that's the pick right there. Any final thoughts on the co-main event, OGK?
No, I just think it's good that they're having it on there. We talked about it. Even he said, give them at least 10 minutes.
I said 15 or longer, man. These two women are underrated. Don't give them the time that they deserve. And believe me, they're really going to put up a hell of a matchup.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great storytelling.
But I hope they ball out because I want to see more of this. I want to see, even if they do like every other pay-per-view card, they add the women's title match on there. At least make it more and more of a permanent thing.
Yes. 15, 20. Yeah, 50 saying Rob saying 15 or 20. Yeah, same. It could be 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. I hope it's 20 minutes again. Those two women, they fucking will kill it. And that's another matchup could be. This card has a lot of matches nights. These two women could be as well. And I feel like they could do.
Yeah.
Now, main event time, folks. We got the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Zack Sabre Jr. defending it versus Shota Umino, baby. Now, I know people are going to get shit me on this. Maybe the OGK might shit me on this too. I love the match. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Shota to get a shot. However, it just did not. I mean, you see it yourself. Prior, one of those tag matches, a 6-man. I just don't. Just like the crowd doesn't feel that they were there for Umino. I just didn't feel it. I felt it because we were fans of Shota Umino, right?
Well, I think the crowd is there. Like, he's one of the things.
In certain, I agree. But I'm just saying, in certain like events, there wasn't much momentum for him. That's what kind of disappointed me there. I'm like, come on, like this man, his story, and then his promos heading into for this title. I just hope.
I'll put it this way. This will put it more into perspective. Okay. This is not the end of the story for Shota Umino. The story.
That's what I was going to get to. You're right. Yes, you're right.
Everybody knows what the end of the story is going to be, or at least I think everybody knows what the end of the story is going to be. And I think that's with Jon Moxley. It is, because I want to say, like, it is the belt, but I feel like who was he the young lion to?
Yeah, it was Jon Moxley. Yeah.
Jon Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening lately with Jon Moxley? the Death Riders, the heelish side, turn on people. What is Shota Umino? Shota Umino is more of the baby face. He's like, he has, like, people criticized him for having too much of Moxley, Tanahashi, and Naito combined into one.
Which is a good thing.
Which is good. And now he's shown more of his own self into it. Like, you know.
Agreed.
I hate the fact that people are shitting on him for doing the Death Rider, but no one shits on was it a Ricochet or him for doing the Hidden Blade?
Yeah,
as like a homage to people. Like he even shown a little bit of Osprey, but he's little bits of each guy. But then he's showcasing himself more and more.
Yeah,
but I feel like the end game is you see the Dynasty. At Dynasty, he's going to be facing Claudio.
Robert saying on the IG chat, the Dick Riders.
Yes. Like we know with the AEW side, the end game should be Darby win the title. I feel like you got to have on the New Japan side, you got to have Shota Umino finally beating John, and then have that jump into him win the title afterwards, because that's a big that's a big thing for him to get that big win over Moxley, who is a former champion. Then boom. Like, I love this fact. I wish this would have been after he beat Moxley.
Yeah, that makes more sense because
I guess maybe this is the only way they could have pivoted, because Zack Sabre Jr. wanted to go into Railcrest as champion. Maybe they had to pivot. That's my only thought, was this might have been the only pivot that they had to come after Zack Sabre Jr. win the title and walk into England as champion. You know,
Rob saying that on the IG comments, Zack Sabre Jr. needs to tap out the entire AEW roster. I mean, you're nailing everything what you're saying, brother. I'm not saying you're wrong. It just, I just wish there were more built for him that people could see. I feel like we see it, and I see it in Umino.
He could have this. He could have this moment. We know Zack Sabre Jr. is going to win, but he puts on a great match, and it's just another. And then maybe you did a match again next year, and he wins it next year, and it gives next year more purpose.
Shout out to, of course, Papacito right there. It's Vince, baby. That's right. Is it up for work? I had to slide through. She helped. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Even though I don't watch AEW. We're talking about New Japan here.
Yeah.
Vince, no AEW. No,
I get, but like I said, I get all the, not the hate, but the questioning of the placement of the match and it being on the big match, Wrestle Kingdom card, and it's the main event. Like, who knows? No one knows, but the bookers know. Like the adjustments they've had to make.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Tanahashi and Gato had to sit down and figure that out, because now Tanahashi is the one in charge, basically.
Yeah.
But on this one, I feel like one thing you did say though. I feel this could be, it's not over for Shota Umino. No, I agree with you. I feel this is gonna help him elevate, even him losing, but he's not gonna lose like what people expect. Oh, he's gonna get it up. No, I don't see that. He's gonna put up a fight that. You know how, like Rob was mentioning about Zack Sabre needs to make everybody tap out on AEW. I feel like Zack Sabre going to have a difficult time to make this guy tap out throughout the matchup. That I feel he might end up passing out and not tap out.
I was just thinking that. I haven't passed out.
Yep. I think if it happens that way, OGK, I feel like that really helps Umino to that level.
Yeah.
I think he needs that level. And when you mentioned earlier, all the combined, what's going on? Happy birthday, Dylan. World Italy. Happy birthday to Dylan. Shout out to Dylan. Make sure you subscribe and follow World Elite Podcast, folks. Bringing good shit for everybody. But man, you're right. Like, this match is gonna help elevate Shota Umino where he needs to get for the future.
Yeah,
doesn't need to win this belt, but this loss is not gonna hurt him. if anything, it's gonna put him over with the crowd.
How awkward is it going to be having his father reffing the match that he
I
loses?
know.
Red Shoes.
Red Shoes is gonna be like, fuck. It'll be, you know what? If they make Red Shoes to be the referee for the match,
Well, he has to. He's the number one guy.
Well,
he always does the main event.
but what about he decides to deny it because his son is actually being in the main event? What about if he does do that?
Like this is Red Shoes at this time.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
You're bullshit, Red Shoes. You better do it. And Rob's saying right here, like, this is a good point. He said, give Shota Umino the Stone Cold rub. Yes. I agree. Yes. Let's say he passes out without not tapping, and Red Shoes is like, come on, son, you can get up, do it. Like, he has to do his job, but he's getting emotional as a ref. Like, come on, get up. Like, he can play up both scenarios, and then gets emotional. Like, damn, son, you did your best. But I think I agree. I feel that's the way this match should end. It will put over Umino for sure. That way. I'm so fucking stoked. Man. See, give us the fucking sharpener. We can book this shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's see. He's saying build him up for the next year. Yes, I agree. I feel like maybe who knows, Rob? Maybe he could be the one in the top, maybe to the top finals or semifinals of the G1 for the following year.
By the way, the New Japan Rambo is the pre-show match for Wrestle Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. And he's saying have him win it next year the G1. Maybe so. Maybe you're right. All right.
Yeah, at some point, like I said, like my first thing was have him lose this. You could have him win the G1 or have him win the New Japan Cup and have him win the belt at Dominion.
And I like what Redeemer's saying too. Red Shoes can go backstage and get after the match and give Tana and Gato hell.
Yeah.
Like, you motherfuckers.
Motherfucker, do this to my son.
I can see that.
Throw my red shoe at you.
Oh man.
I'm gonna turn on you guys and I'm gonna just become blue shoes now.
Man, OGK, before we move on to Wrestle Dynasty, what do you have a match of the night that you feel like is still a show?
I said it. It's the double title match.
That's
Takeshita Shingo. It's that one. It's built in already. You got 2 titles there. Like boom.
I for me is gonna be the same, but my number 2 pick has to be Desperado Doku. I want to see Doku have his momentum. I want him to really show his aggressiveness in this fucking match with Desperado.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
And then the one point I had that I thought of that I wanted to bring up now was I think one of the first feuds you're going to get after Wrestle Kingdom is going to be Evil versus Hiromu.
Yes.
Because they're both going to be in the Sumi Sakai retirement match, and it makes sense that you book that as one of your first feuds afterwards.
Oh yeah, and Rob saying Desperado's a shit. Oh man, I'm the Desperado and Doku Despy and Doku. That's going to be the matchup. I think it could be a sleeper of the matchup tonight. I'm hoping it is, but we're gonna have to wait and see. But imagine
if they have Hiroki go to win the Rambo.
That'll be that's interesting
because he has to have a match.
That's true. You're absolutely right about that.
Talk about stories that will feed people's families. Hiroki go to win the Rambo, challenging, and then winning the title from Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, Rob's saying Evil doesn't do it for me. Yeah, I know, man. I know it doesn't.
But he's evil.
Right now, he's pissing people off. That's what he's doing. And I mean, he does that best. He does a good job. I can't hate on him. He pisses people off. So I mean, that's what it is. But all right, now move on to the second night, folks. That is Wrestle Dynasty.
I love seeing the face in the top left.
Look of the card. Look at this. Look at this card. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 matches happening here. That's what we're having.
And the the RH World Tag Title match and International Women's Cup are the pre-show matches.
And he's saying Evo's fat. I know. Wrestle
Just don't
Dynasty
tell that to EO.
2025. Don't tell it to EO Sky. I mean, she's already on her way over there to, mess around with that fat ass over there, probably.
Yeah.
Evo. Oh, man.
God.
But seeing this card, OGK, I'm really happy for, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. He's getting his opportunity. He's building himself back up. And to go and wrestle in the Tokyo Dome versus, of course, Uncle Nobu's show, that's going to be a great tag team matchup to see. You got another, a Lucha Battle Royal there, I believe so.
Oh, that's interesting. That's going
to be interesting of how that's going to turn out to be. But we also got we can't go through every matches, but let's start off with who is going to be Great Khan's tag team partner defending those IWGP heavyweight tag team titles against.
They're not defending. It's just
vacated. Sorry,
the vacated.
Yeah. Yes, I forgot it was vacated. So who do you feel could be that tag team partner, OGK? Who could be the one surprise partner for Great Khan to face the Elite, face the Young Bucks?
Oh, that is tough.
And right, it's going to be a tough one.
Imagine if it was Will Ospreay.
I would not be surprised if it is him.
Because he's still part of the group. He still said that he wants to be able to come over to help the group in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And with a thing like this, this would be a built-in excuse for him to go over and be part of the card.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he just fucking bled out the ass at World's End in 2 matches literally a week ago,
I mean, it's a tough one.
It is. I think if he was clear to go, because we saw how he looked, it would be him. But that is tough.
I don't know who could be on that one, honestly. I don't know.
Jeff Cobb is wrestling at Kingdom. You got,
or unless Akira, Cobb.
True. You got Akira and TJP who are doing the ladder match the day before, so I don't think it's them. I don't think it's the appropriate spot for what's his name, Prince of Peace.
Oh no, no, I don't think so either.
Since he did graduate, he is part of the group now. But would they do that? I think he would be great in that spot, but
that's a tough one.
Just my thought is the same thing Justin was thinking. It feels like it's going to be somebody who hasn't been in New Japan.
Unless they add a new you remember, see a TMDK? I mean, the two United Empire. Excuse me. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's a tough one.
And they they added 2 people, but that the one is that they have as a young line right now. So I don't know, to be honest.
It is a tough one. I don't know who's going to be that mystery partner. And Rob saying that Dustin Rhodes deserves it. Yes, he does. Definitely. I'm so happy for him. TJP is dope. I mean, we can have TJP has been doing a fantastic job. He's been killing it up there. With him and Akira has been fucking killing. Oh man, love it. I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know who could be the mystery partner. Redeemer has a good point. There could be someone that is not in New Japan.
Oh yeah, they added Templario. That's the guy that they. He's part of the United Empire now.
That's right.
From the Mexican side.
Yes.
My first guess would be Cal Newman. Is my first guess.
I like that. I like that idea.
Or maybe it's Mark Davis.
Oh,
because if you look at the United Empire thing, he's still part of the group, even though Kyle Fletcher is a former member of the group.
That's right. You're right about that. So it could be, it definitely.
I'm going Mark Davis.
Okay.
That's my final pick.
Okay. I like Cal Newman though. I like that pick too.
Yeah. He would fit the style. He would fit the style across from the Young Bucks.
I guess he would. I agree with you. He does fit with that style.
Part of me felt like Henare was going to be back, and that's what the surprise would be him coming back
It would be interesting.
able to. But then why'd have him drop the titles? So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. Could be. It's a tough one for me, but I don't see. Do we see the Young Bucks becoming the new IWGP heavyweight? Okay,
1,000%.
Okay, that makes sense.
It gives them something to do. Especially with Henare being gone. Like you can always technically revisit Henare and Great Khan not like losing their titles because they both weren't in the match. You have that built-in excuse. And for me, with how New Japan Strong ended with the Young Bucks attacking Hiromu and Naito, or at least Hiromu, I should say, I see that being the end game is have Naito and Hiromu win the titles from the Young Bucks.
Okay. I can see that.
Because that could be Naito's way of like I thought like I was gonna bring it up during Wrestle Kingdom, but I felt like it would be better to bring it up here. I feel like it's the best way to prolong his career, having him more of in a tag format where he's not in the ring the whole time. Naito.
Okay. I'm with you on that. I'm gonna save myself for that one. Young Bucks and I think all right. I'm gonna save myself for that one. But I'm with you. I have something came to my idea here, but we'll see. All right, let's talk about. All right, so we got that matchup. Yeah. I mean, Dustin, Sammy, Sho, and Uncle Nobu.
I think Sons of Texas are going to win that. I think that's the path there.
Okay. I'm with
what are your thoughts on the International Women's Cup?
That's what we're going to get into. I want to get into that. So let's get into that one. We got a fatal four-way there. One person from each promotion, one from CMLL, one from Stardom, one from Ring of Honor, and one from AEW. Which we got Bresafone, Mai Watanabe, we got Willow Nightingale, and Athena. That is going to be a great matchup to see. I'm excited to see. Bresafone, she impressed me. I saw highlights of her. It's difficult for me to watch the CMLL Women's Division, all of it, but she's impressive. And I think she is currently the Miss Universe, Universal Champion for over there for CMLL. So she has impressed me of what she's done, and she looks like she could really put up a hell of a she's athletic. I think she's more of a ground type woman though, in a way. She has a lucha style, but I can see that she's very ground type. Hey Kayla.
Hey Kayla.
Hey girl. That's how they say it, how Dom will say it. But I think we've been saying it on the chat. We've all been saying it. Athena's gonna win this one. I see Athena.
The world tour.
The world tour.
Minion Overlord.
That's because
she's gonna win it.
She's gonna win it. I think Athena deserves to have this win. It's gonna be a close matchup. The question is who she pins. Is the question. That is the biggest question there. Who she pins. Because
I wouldn't even say that. I would say what title would she try? See, I thought about this. This the other day. Mm-hmm. My first thing is this is the way to transition her over from ROH to AEW. Is this?
Let's combine the bucket. Then let's combine the matchup. Let's fucking do it. So that means Athena wins. Then after the match between Mercedes Moné and Mia Shirakawa, we know what's going to happen in that match. It's going to be a great matchup between those two women, though. I'll tell you that. I think Mina's going to teach Mercedes this is how Stardom style is done, bitch.
Yeah.
Type of style. And it's going to be a great matchup.
And Athena already wrestles that style. She already does it like that. That's she even said it. She was like, I'm all about that strong style. That's her.
Yes.
That's why she left WWE, was so she could do that.
Yes.
Part of me feels like, though, with her working Stardom Friday, maybe she challenges for that one. But then I was like, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, what if she challenges Stardom? And then she goes in. But then I'm like, please have it be AEW. Please have her challenge either Mariah May or Mercedes. I was like, I'd be fine if it's Mercedes because there's a built-in thing for that to get that belt off, that ROH belt off of her. You know?
But not only that, but remember, OGK, that there's a belt on the line that Mina's putting on the line on this
Rev
matchup,
Pro
Pro Women's Championship. So let's say Mercedes defeats Mina Shirakawa for that belt. She'd be with 3 belts. See Athena coming out after her win on the International Cup.
Yeah.
She decides which belt to go out of those 3. She looks at Monet. I don't know. I got to think about that one and have.
Because she technically could use.
Yeah, they can have a face-off in the Tokyo Dome, looking at each other like, "Oh, we get the match we want to have between those 2 women." Imagine not only that, but imagine this. And my apologies, imagine this though, Koji K. That she decided to do it the right following fucking day at New Year's Dash. That's gonna be something.
I was thinking, like, which goes with that. Imagine if she chooses the New Japan Strong one.
I can see that. I can see that happening too. And having Athena to go more out there in Japan is something that she, like you mentioned, that's her
wish. That's her wish. That is that's what she wants. You know.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. You nailed it. Oh, it's
such good shit.
It is such good shit. But I do you see it that way happening? I mean, for both matches, you know, we're combining both of these stories into one. So I mean,
yeah.
So you see Mercedes being a 3 belt, and you see Athena winning the.
And I see Mercedes is going to win. She's going to continue that, and then it's kind of like it kind of reminds me of Eddie Kingston, the way that he won all 3 and then he lost all 3. Yeah. Within a couple months, like having different matches to lose them. I see the same thing with Mercedes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm looking forward to how that's going to turn out to be.
Yeah.
All right, and then we do have, of course, the winner between, Takeshita and Shingo challenge versus, of course, Tomohiro Ishii, and I believe it's going to be for the never open weight championship unless he decides to change his mind and wants to go for the international belts or for both belts. We don't know. So. Oh, I like a Redeemer's pick. He's saying Momo Watanabe, my Momo. Okay,
I'd be okay with that.
I'll be okay with that.
I think Athena has the built-in story there.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, we do have that matchup between Tomohiro Ishii. Who's he going to face, and who's going to win that one overall? Who do you got, OGK? On that?
I think, of course, we both have Takeshita winning, so it's him and Big Time, and I got Takeshita winning that one.
Okay. I'm with you too.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have another one here. We do have Yota Tsuji versus a special matchup versus Jack Perry. Now, this is going to be a matchup that I'm actually intrigued to see. So, what do you?
And they've already, and they technically, like I mentioned it before on the last New Japan Strong, you had that special tag where it was Jack Perry and Takeshita versus Shingo and Yota Tsuji. So we've already seen part of them working together, and they do have good chemistry. Yeah, that match was really well done and whatnot. Now, here's the thing: it is the title. If Yota Tsuji wins the title is going to be on the line. So it remains to be seen how we see that. But if you just go from this, I got Yota Tsuji winning this.
I'm with you too. It's going to be a good matchup, though. I think it's something that Jack Perry kind of needs. And they're really going to put up a hell of a fight. I love Yota Tsuji. I think he needs his win. He needs to be representing New Japan, and he's the future. We've been saying it for quite some time. So I'm Yota Tsuji. I'm with you on that.
And if you want to wrap in David Finlay with Brody King in this,
go for
it. Wrap that up. If David Finlay's the champion, he's not going to drop the match to Brody King because it'll be for the title. So. But I think that match might be one of the surprise matches of the night.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Brody King is. I'm so happy for him, man. I'm happy for him. He's going to Tokyo.
I've watched him from his days in Villain Enterprises, being with PCO and a tag team and working with Marty Scurll. So I've watched him for years, and this guy has gotten so much better. And like it seems like every match he's in, like the match with Ospreay was killer. I think this match is going to be very good. He's going to highlight Dave Finlay. It's going to take like a fluke, like Gato having to get involved to help him out and win this match.
I agree. I can see that too. And I can see probably Judy Hart be there, maybe alongside Brody King. And she stops Gato and Freddie misses him. Oh, maybe that we could see. You never know.
Yeah.
All right. And we got another special matchup. Shota Umino versus Claudio Castagnoli. That's another matchup that I'm excited to see. Man. And just like
with that one, whoever wins between Zach and Umino, that match is going to be for the title. But I think this is just going to be a regular match because I have Zack Sabre Jr. winning. This is going to further the storyline with the Death Riders and Jon Moxley. He came out and said, he was like, You're fighting back against the guy that has trained you. He's like, I'm going to send one of my guys out to straighten you out. This is going to be an intriguing matchup. I'm actually intrigued to see how they work together.
I know. This is going to be the first time that I think we've seen them work together, I believe so. We've never seen them work together before. So.
We've seen them tag together, but we haven't seen them go against each other. I got Shota Umino winning this one because I think the end game is Shota and Jon Moxley.
Love it. Hell yeah. And maybe what about it if, like I said, Moxley does come out here and be like, what the hell? You're supposed to be you're my Anathan one. You're supposed to be the chosen one, Shody.
What if at New Year's Dash we get the Death Riders against Shota Umino and two people?
I feel like it should be. Who do you think it should be? It should be Yuya, since he's back. I mean, it should be the future of New Japan, really, more to be involved in that 6-man tag match.
Because you know the new rules of New Year's Dash. You don't know who's going to.
Yeah, nobody knows who. Yeah,
no one knows until then. So it's like,
That's
all I know is you're going to have to include AEW as part of the New Year's Dash.
I might as well. This is the following day. Then they should. They should this time. And we do have another matchup here. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ricochet. I am interested
for the title too.
It is for the title. So
this is where he started turning heel right here.
Mm-hmm. So who do you got on that one?
As much as I would like Ricochet to win this one, because I'm one of the people that love heel Ricochet right now. I love this version. I love throwing the toilet paper at him. I love just the different side of him, the laugh and everything. It's given him more to work with. It's given him a gimmick, a personality, even him just with the funny things that he's saying, like, that's why your house burnt down. You don't have a house anymore. Like, some little thing that he said made me crack up. This is going to be fun. Two contrasting styles.
Yep.
High flyer and Ricochet against a technical submission wrestler, the British strong style of Zack Sabre Jr. This could be the match of the night. Like, that's what it's there for. Mm-hmm. I got Zack Sabre Jr. retaining, though. I think he has to retain. You keep it high here, but it's still going to be good for Ricochet. He's still going to put on a great match, and it gives Swerve a chance to come out to laugh at him even more.
Not only that, but it's been quite some time these two guys haven't faced each other since Ricochet left New Japan.
Yeah.
So this is going to be something, and not only that, these are now heavyweights. They're no longer juniors.
See, and I kind of want, like with the Forbidden Door, I kind of want them to have like a little like a tidbit, like a cliffhanger for us. Like, I want them to have Zack Sabre Jr. Win. I want Swerve to come out to kind of make fun of Ricochet, but then have him do a stare down with Zack Sabre Jr. And then at Forbidden Door, they tease a Zack Sabre Jr. Swerve Strickland match.
Mm-hmm. I want you on that. I can see that. I think, yeah, this could be the match of the night too. It'll kind of be. It's. I can see that happening between these two. And remember, I feel that Zack is the only competitor that had Will Ospreay's and Ricochet's numbered during the junior division at the time when they were all of those three gentlemen were in the junior division. He was the only one that had the numbers, and I think he can do it here the same. But you're right. You nailed it to the coffin that it's going to be a really two characters with that attitude that is like. I still feel like Zack is gonna bury his ass on the freaking and when it comes to character. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. I really feel it.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, hi, what's going on, Mr. Opinionated? What's going on? We're breaking down here New Japan, and we're heading to almost towards the end here. And then we got the main event.
Oh, buddy. There we go.
The return of this man, by God. By God, Kenny Omega.
You're EVP. You're babyface EVP.
You're babyface. That's right. Oh, man. Netty Mania. That's right. We got Kenny, by God, Omega versus Gabe Kidd, which, I know everybody said on the chat earlier about, they should build up Gabe Kidd. They are building up Gabe Kidd.
He's been built up to the top right now. That he won the strong title from Eddie Kingston. That's when Eddie Kingston got hurt.
Yep.
Had a wonderful match there.
Yep.
Just putting on banger matches at the banger matches. New Japan has one of the best guys on the mic in Gabe Kidd. He's just spewing out and like wonderful shit when he's talking. Like he's done his job of promoting this match against Kenny Omega. Like just everything that he's doing going against it has been so funny, doing the knee and everything. He's just to think that in a 1 year time, this guy has built himself up into like a almost main event talent.
Yeah.
He's almost outshining Dave Finlay.
I feel like that's kind of the point, and I think we talked about it a while back when we saw that in the G1, and we saw that more of him. And I correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember if I did say that. It's almost like like what it was. This is like your typical. I'm not trying to compare him. I'm comparing him on how the story is told and the way his character is, even though he's himself. He reminds me of how Jay White was when he was brought into the Bullet Club. They did the same thing and turned his back on Kenny Omega. I see Gabe Kidd do the same for Finlay and say, "No, I'm going to be the leader of the Bullet Club War Dogs. I'm going to be the one taking over everything." And I feel like he should be the guy. And we've seen what he's done in the G1. Man, another guy who was almost at MVP.
And then just one of the funny things that have been cracking me up with Gabe Kidd was the way he talks about Jake Lee. Like Jake Lee got hurt, and he was like, I lost my best friend. He's injured right now, Jake Lee. And he was only tagging with him for like 1 or 2 months. And he was calling him like his best friend, and it was cracking me up.
Oh, man.
And even when they had that match, them two at the G1, when it lasted like 7 seconds or whatever, but they brawled, he was like, you got me. You got me.
Yep, I love that.
Yeah.
Gabe Kidd is absolutely, Redeemer saying Gabe Kidd was absolutely menace. I love it. Kidd is the perfect person for Kenny Omega to get it. I agree. Absolutely.
And he's getting that main event spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is where I wanted to say for the Young Bucks. I feel that the War Dogs will come out at. I feel like Omega's gonna win this matchup. It's not gonna be oh my God, match tonight. I don't think so either, because I feel that it's the ring rust for Omega. Yeah, and we got to see what he could do. But I feel like Gabe Kidd is the right guy that could help him elevate bring back that Kenny Omega
And
style.
what did Kenny Omega say in his interview? He said he wants to work with the young talent. He wants to put them over. He wants to give them the chances. That's why I love Kenny Omega so much. He's very unselfish, and I could see him putting over Gabe Kidd here.
Yeah, I can see that too as well. But yes, Jordan, it is happening. It's happening the following day after. It's Gabe Kidd versus Kenny Omega. So you got to stay tuned for that. So that's the one matchup that I'm looking forward to see.
He said, how many countries on 2025?
It's going to be international, man. I tell you that. But this is the aftermath. I feel like the War Dog's going to come out, try to fucking beat up Omega, say we're like the ones, we're the new, Bullet Club and blah, blah. Then you see the Young Bucks come making their save, and I feel like this is the reuniting of the Elite with Kenny Omega here. Yeah. I feel like I see that happening. I don't know if you feel the same. I feel like that could be the reunited, and it feels so good. I see that happening here between these two guys. Like all three of these guys. I feel like they're gonna. Like,
I do, but then you got that.
Love you.
I do, but then you got that built-in thing with the Jack Perry.
No, but then watch Jack Perry
but then,
out.
Yeah.
He's gonna come out and be like, "What the fuck?" And then super kick party. Like, you know what? Get out of our face. We fucking disappointment.
It's Okada.
Then Okada comes out and be like, and yeah, it could be two. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, do you feel the same, OGK, on this one? How do you feel about this?
I feel the same way. I'm with you on it all. The world, Craig. But man, now, which could we say for this one here is going to be match of the night? You name it, OGK. Who do you got being the match of the night of this 12 match card, man? Zack Sabre Jr. and Ricochet.
Oh, okay. I'm with you on that one. I think so. You're right. I think that's going to be the one. The absolute
he
one.
He said, "I don't want Jack Perry near a wrestling ring."
Well, he's going to be there. He's going to get his ass whooped, hopefully, by Yoda Tsuji. I tell you that. I can see that happening. Yes. And oh, man. We got two fantastic cards, man. And what a way to start off 2025, OGK. I mean, let me ask, before we, close it out here, let me ask you this. For New Japan 2024, and what are your expectations of 2025? What is the pros and cons you give New Japan overall throughout the 2024, what you saw? And what could say the match of the night was for you? The match of the year for New Japan in 2024. Overall. Could be strong, doesn't matter. Because, I mean, and what is your expectations for 2025 for New Japan?
I thought they did a great job with the New Japan Strong platform, where they integrated. They didn't just separate it from New Japan or like AEW. They had it as an integral part of storyline telling. Whether it was with Jack Perry with the scapegoat, whether it was the Young Bucks with everything they were doing, or just anything involved. They did a great job adding it to the mix. Like, if you wanted to follow a storyline, you needed to watch New Japan Strong. Mm-hmm. I thought they did a great job with that. There was stuff like they can work on. Like, I want to see them finally move Desperado and Hiromu up to. I think they've been just straddling the line of being both junior heavyweight and heavyweight. I think they need to finally make the push. Just push them up to heavyweight and like fixture your junior heavyweights. So you have some great junior heavyweights. I think there's some more that you can add to the list. Yeah. But I think you finally need to make that move up for the junior heavyweight division's sake. And then it'll be a nice way to add new crop of contenders to the heavyweight division as well. I want to see Despy and Hiromu fucking killing it in the G1 this year.
I'm with you on that. Absolutely.
Especially like what was the thing that we said? I just answer my own thing. Another thing about 2024 was the G1. All the new talent that they gave opportunities to in there. Of course, one of the big names was Cal Newman. He killed it in the like, even though some of his matches were short, like he put on great matches, like all that young talent that they put into there, and then took out the names of Ishii and whatnot. Like they get put in. Like Ospreay wasn't there, Okada wasn't in there. You know, they still killed it. It still was one of my favorite G1s to watch, and I feel like. And these two guys will make it even better. Will give them more veteran talent and more storylines that you can break off of.
Absolutely. And shout out to Edward. Hello, gentlemen. I'm in the
Yeah.
car. Just want to say hello and leave like might be on when I get home later. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Thank
And
you.
you are
Thanks
the
for tuning
man,
in.
brother. You
Have
are
a good
the
New
man.
Year.
Yes, yes. But man, you know, it's gonna be man. It's I'm with you. Like 2024 for New Japan was the G1 when we broke it down, you know, recapping. You're right. You know the coffin. It really Tanahashi. I feel like he's doing a great job of pushing the new future, the new talents, and the new signings. You know that they brought in. You know, you brought in Jake Lee. You know, I know you know from Noah, but you know he got hurt, and hopefully he'll be okay. You know, a lot of new faces, and you need a lot of these new faces, and hopefully with rehauling these factions, like I think the rehauling, the one that needs really, like you mentioned earlier, is Chaos. Chaos is the one that I think they need to do something with that. You know who else should move up in the division is Master Waddle. I feel maybe I want to say
not yet, because I feel like he still needs that moment of winning the title.
You're right. Yes, I was going to say that exactly. That he needs to win, have a long run with the junior heavyweight. You know, he does need that, and I feel that the tag team division of the junior heavyweight needs a more better build up. Now you broke it down earlier. It's going to get there. I feel I think this year's focus should be really more on those, and also include more women's matches. Even though I get it, it's separate for Stardom, but include them on their pay-per-views.
Hey, they're even bleeding both together with the whole Tekla and Clark Connors thing.
Right, that's right.
Because technically Tekla is part of Bullet Club somehow. No, she has her own Bullet Club shirt.
Oh, that's right. You're right. That's right. You're right about that.
So you know.
Yes.
So make it more known. I mean, like you said, add more of the women to it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And any final thoughts before we close it out here, OGK?
That's it. Just enjoy, and just everybody enjoy the matches that we get. I think they did the best that they can with between injuries and whatnot. I know Wrestle Dynasty doesn't have like Okada and Ospreay on it. I'm okay with that. I think that makes it even better.
Yes.
Because I love the fact that Gabe Kidd is main event with Kenny Omega. We're getting the return of Kenny Omega. We should be fucking ecstatic about that. You know, I think they did a good job with some of the storylines, you know, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. But man, folks, do not forget, look at this incredible card once again. Look at this. This is going to be 2-night event, which you know, OGK and myself are excited for. And before I close it out, Redeemer saying 2024 for New Japan really felt like a pretty quiet year for them, but not a bad thing, especially when they're still getting the new crop of talent.
I'm with them with that. Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Absolutely. What's going on, Chef? That's right. BC in the house. What's going on? But folks, if you want to actually have a pie, you come join this man because it's coming up. You know, this Friday, Saturday, pretty much. It's Saturday, Sunday, pretty much on Eastern time. So which will be 3:00 Eastern.
Saturday 3 a.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
2 a.m. Central, midnight Pacific time. That will be Wrestle Kingdom on New Japan World app. You can watch it as long as you subscribe to New Japan World. You got free access to Wrestle Kingdom. And then, of course, Saturday night at, I believe it's 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Central, and a very favorable 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Pacific Time,
Pacific time.
Saturday night. There's Wrestle Dynasty, and I believe you get that on Wrestle New Japan World as well as part of your subscription.
That is right, folks. So you heard it. I mean, that's right. Of course, the Man of 1,000 Words are Soulless Agenda King here, the original king right here. He will be hosting both nights for a watch party. So if you want to tag along and subscribe, get a notification bell, as he's going to be having a party around that time. Bringing the 2025 with a banger of two incredible pay-per-views that we're going to be stupendous to watch and indubitably.
If you want to suffer through the sleepless night to watch this wonderful card, I am there.
That's right, indubitably, and I had to do
Anybody is welcome to come on with the king.
Absolutely, that's right, and also, like I said, later tonight, folks, you also will be having this just notorious New Year's Eve bash coming later tonight. That will be, of course, 10 o'clock Eastern, at 9 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Pacific. As the Redeemer and Notorious will will be the final countdown heading into heading down to the New Year's Day, but New Year's Eve heading to the New Year's Day era. Make sure you guys tune in later tonight. Join them, having a party with them, celebrating the New Year's. They're going to be giving their thoughts of the world of professional wrestling overall 2024, their expectations for 2025 for every promotion besides just two that we mainly talk about. Four, basically. We do talk about New Japan, AEW, WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, TNA. There's so much, but there's a lot of things we're going to cover here in this channel coming up in 2025. Get ready for that. That is for sure. He's like, I love you, OPC. We love you too, Redeemer. I appreciate you. But tune in for that later tonight, folks. If you're a subscriber already, you're ready to go get the notification. And you'll be joining Notorious and the Redeemer himself having a bash for New Year's Eve. But don't forget also to join this man, because he's going to have a bigger bash for 2 nights just for you all.
Not one,
but
two.
But man, you're king. Let me go ahead and play it, because man, this man has always breaking down for us. He is stuck. He is victorious. But let them know, where can they find you? Where can they see you besides here? Break it down.
You can find me on social media on Twitter /X at CageIQ. I'm always on there talking to people wrestling and MMA. So if you want to talk either, hit me up in the DMs there. I'm also on Instagram at DRingsidePicks. I put picks out for sports on Dan Ringside Picks, just a hobby of mine. So if you're into betting, check me out on Instagram at DRingsidePicks. And of course, you can find me every Tuesday with the Redeemer doing the NXT watch along. We won't be, of course, on tonight. We'll be back next week for New Year's Evil.
Mm-hmm. I'll be there. I'll be in attendance.
He will be there. Right there, we got a big New Year's Evil card to do a watch along for. And of course, you got us here on Dojo Debates. I'm sure we're going to do some sort of video to recap it.
No, we are going to do it. We're going to recap it for sure. Once, we're going to recap it and what's going to be the future, what we're going to see and expectations. Most definitely, and we will also be recovering Noah, because we have Noah as well coming up. Nakamura will be heading out there. And so that card is stacked too as well. So we're going to see, discuss that as well, not just New Japan, but also Noah, and then see what's next for Stardom, what's going to be, we'll find out. once all these changes happen this following coming up weekend. So, man, love it. Absolutely.
Wonderful. I love it.
That's right. See, even right here, Melissa loves it here. But man, and how our OGK said about his betting odds. You could also go to GameBreakerSports.com where you can get all that information as well. Besides, in case you're too busy there on social media, you could go to GameBreakerSports.com, get it, all the sports and entertainment and the bettings that our OGK here breaks it down for you. The betting odds, where to bet, to the over under, and everything. This man breaks it down for you. Where to put your bets on, and go to Dan Picks, folks. Dan Ringside Picks. That's right. This man brings wonderful betting odds, and he brought Poppy TK some cash with his betting odds. So
yeah,
it does work.
I swept yesterday, so
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you all guys for tuning in here on the Dojo Debate. We'll be back. He'll be back here for Friday and Saturday, or Saturday. You know me.
This weekend.
This weekend, he'll be back here for Dojo Debate, for the watch party, for those both nights. The following week, we'll be back for the recap of these incredible nights.
Yep.
But you already know, folks. But until then, here, the Dojo Debate and the Debate Network, we want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. Enjoy your New Year's Eve out there. And if you're listening to this on audio around the world already, the happy New Year's Day for you guys. Enjoy watching New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom, and Wrestle Dynasty. But until then, folks, OGK, all hail OGK. Well, what else do we do here? Your hailness or soulless agenda.
We don't just worship the OGK. We make history.
That's right.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes! Will
Over and over.
make
Over and over.
history!
Over and over and over and over.